Hi everybody, it's Nurse Sandy back at ya. We're in week 10 and we're going to talk today about chapter 9. And the name of that chapter is What's My Motivation? We did this a few weeks ago. Do you remember me talking about understanding the what do you want and why do you want it? The why is your motivation? Well, they're kind of taking us to a different look at motivation. They're taking us all the way back to chapter 1. And they did a good job in the first couple pages of this chapter about reminding us about those symptoms. Go back again and look at those physical symptoms, psychological symptoms, all related to stress. So what they're saying to you is if we want those to be under control and out of our life, that's a good motivation to start handling our stress, right? But then they do a really good job of scaring us just a bit. And I don't know about you, but I got scared when I read chapter 9 because they talk about heart disease risk factors. Did you see the top 3? Okay, here they are. Smoking is number 1. Poor diet is number 2. That was a little bit surprising to me, but I shouldn't be surprised at that as a nurse. And then number 3 was stress. Number 3, you guys, is stress. Then they went on to say to us, that's a heart disease risk factor, and that 30% of people's first sign of heart disease is a cardiac arrest and death. Whoa, right? That was very humbling. You would think that would make us all like jump, move, and go for this with hook, line, and sinker. But you know what? Bad habits are hard to break and we fall back in. We might be good for recognizing it, we might call it out, but we don't put the changes in place. So, my friends, what's your motivation? Is it strong enough for you to work on this? Because I think that's what has to happen. He told a really good story. So go back to page 115 and maybe one of you can read it. Take turns reading a paragraph at a time and then reflect and see what his huge wake-up call was. And then find out what yours is. Discuss it in your small groups. It'll be interesting to see what your motivation is and maybe somebody else's motivation has now become yours. Have a great week, everybody, and don't forget to read the next chapter and I'll be back.